say first and foremost, from my perspective, build a budget. And if you focus on how you've lived for the last 7 weeks, that's really all you need. That's all you need to live on. The rest can go towards investing. And if you're new to investing, start by listening to a few podcasts like The Uptick or NPR's Planet Money, so you can learn the vocabulary of investing and begin to relate to what you're hearing about in the news and how that relates to the markets. Research companies and funds that reflect your values, whether it's the environment, clean energy, clean water, gender equity. Just get started. For example, if you care about gender equity, follow the Bloomberg Gender Equality Index. It provides comparable data related to gender equity for 325 companies in 50 industries headquartered in 42 countries around the world. It tracks performance of companies that are committed to supporting gender equity through 3 things: through policy development like family-friendly leave policies, through representation like the number of women in the C-suite or women on boards, and lastly, in transparency issues like pay transparency. With equity values down significantly from their highs, if you have a long-term view on investing, now is a good time to get started.
Thanks, Jill. It's so important that what you do during this time in the downtime, employers are going to want to know. So take some of the advice that the panel is giving you to up those skills. Mariana, do you have advice?
Oh, tons of them. For me, the most important thing is the peer group, and particularly these days. And I would like to actually encourage everyone to join, if you've not already done that, join amazing platforms such as Singularity University or Abundance Digital. Also, don't watch the daily news that are depressing, constant negative news, or others. It doesn't matter whether they're left or right. What I also recommend is go to Future Loop. There you can see what are the greatest developments from today, these days, and see how that inspires you to do something, to go in a direction that you love. And then try to contact these people. If you're looking for a job, if you want to start your own company, depending on your particular situation, you can go to their websites and see what kind of employees are they looking for, and see how your capabilities can match that. But that's one way if you're looking for employment. Another thing is if you're looking for really making a difference and you're rather clear or not clear on your purpose, I would do maybe in parallel also do some work on identifying what Peter Diamandis calls your massively transformative purpose. Because that's going to guide you for the rest of your life, and you will always be on track. That would be a correlation between your inner and outer. How you manifest on the outside is going to be a direct reflection on your inside. So if you like politics, go into politics. If you like IT, go IT. I gave another examples on before, but personally, my recommendation is to always stay aligned with what is important to you, to your community, to your greater raison d'être on this planet.
So one of my favorite...
I could go into developing a business plan. What is it if you want to start your own company? I think developing a business plan, not much, 2-3 pages. Don't invest too much time on it. The most important thing is your team, because 80% of the risk that, for instance, me as an investor or also a former serial entrepreneur, I look at the team. So try to build a team in time, because the idea is not as important as the team, the people that you're going with. Because a good team can implement just about any idea. And one thing for sure, when you start embarking on an entrepreneurship career, you will change your idea many times. But that good team can be with you all along and make you happy and be successful.
One of my favorite lines that Mariana uses is, if you want to be a billionaire, find a way to impact 1 billion people. And so that's where, when I introduced those initial sustainable development goals, we all know that all the world leaders and all the companies are actually spending money to address those problems. So that's a way to guide yourself. Peggy, let's go to you.
Sure. This is going to sound really simple, but it's not. So COVID-19 is throwing, 7 billion of us now into a massive roller coaster of change. This pace of change is actually accelerating. It's giga pace, giga scale change. So change is the only constant you can count on now. So you have to get comfortable with not being attached to anything, to anyone, and to any self anymore. Simple, very difficult to integrate. I'm 52 and I'm still integrating that. Be open to new ideas of success. And don't worry if the path to success is a squiggly line to self-sufficiency. There's going to be new models for the way humans live on this planet. So being comfortable with change is hard. That's why I created a class for you, how to change the world one person at a time. And part of this is how to emotionally handle this roller coaster of change that is our economy, that is your life, that is birth and death. The second thing, more practical, is virtual internships. So JUCCCE has been running the best internship program in China since 2007, since we got started. We have some of the top colleges. Students apply every year to work with us. But this year, we're not having any interns in Shanghai. Everybody's working virtually. So this is actually an opportunity, I think, for more internships, because it's easier for a lot of people to travel to a virtual internship than to travel to Shanghai. So for example, I'm going to be writing a book from this, and a course really detailing this for Gen Zers and young millennials about how did I change the world 5 times? How is it that you can go with the flow and not even have business plans and succeed? I want to share those secrets with you now because I'm of the age where I better get those secrets out. And so I'm looking for some interns to work with me and help me conduct some interviews. Globally, over 1.2 billion children are out of the classroom. And if you're in college, you're one of them, actually. My eldest son is a junior in high school. My other one is a freshman in high school. And, my oldest senior year and freshman year of college is going to be a totally different experience than what he was expecting. It's not really clear that he's going to get out of that experience what he can't learn if he's just really curious and pursues free online classes. So I suggested, hey, why not take a gap year and just explore as many online classes as you can to find your passion, because it doesn't really know what his passion is. You don't even need to finish them, just start them. So consider taking a gap year. Mariana said, I think coaches in one of her answers. My dad, who's a very successful businessman, said that his secret was to have a godfather. He worked at IBM for 20 years, but not just have one godfather, have 2 godfathers. So go out and be aggressive. Ask people, email them and say, would you mentor me? Or I have a question, would you spend an hour with me virtually over coffee? This is how people get access to me. And I try to say yes, but all you have to do is make the ask. So make the ask, and that is the secret to life. Just like many of the people I've said, just show up and make the ask.